Pasha Pavo. Today, I'm just taking a quick moment and tell a story that's going to relate to hunger um, in your life, like with your stomach, and or your business and brand. Okay, whatever you have a hunger for, friends, relationships. Some people starving for relationships, right? Virgos, we all about the hermit mode. So let's talk about it. Are you hungry now? Because if not, I mean, you will be soon, right? Eventually. And that's not to say you starving, but you're gonna be hungry. That's what triggers you to know when you want to eat, right? Do you always know what hunger is? Better question. Do you always know exactly what it is that will satisfy your hunger? You know, how many times do you say I'm hungry and you spend 4 hours trying to figure out what you want to eat? But here's the thing. Here's the story. I like how many people have ever ordered Domino's? If you've ordered Domino's, just put a little pizza slice. That's not a pizza slice, right? That's a diamond. Put your rocks in the But if you've ever had Domino's, put a pizza slice in the chat, right? So the one thing I like about Domino's is that they have the tracker, right? You place your order and it gives you a little tracker, let you know exactly in the process where your pizza is, right? You know when it's on the way, you know how many minutes it should be for it to get there, etc. So what that allows you to do is to utilize the time in between, right? So you can order your pizza, you can go back to working on the song, you can go back to working on the project, whatever it is you're doing, and you can see up until when you should stop. Better yet, focus. You'll know when what you're looking for is arriving. Okay? Just like some of your Amazon Amazon, I don't know. I think you don't even know. They be done came, drop your shit off, and the alert don't come through for 4 hours, right? But FedEx, stuff like that, even though some of their systems are delayed, that's why Domino's is the shit. It's like, here it is right now. Uber, same way, right? You know where they at. Okay, so you get the point. So the reason why that's added value is because not knowing is traumatic. Not knowing is traumatic. That's why asking questions that you feel like you don't get the answer for drives you so crazy, creates PTSD. You be ready to go, to the job and reduce employment rate, right? So, which is why I think I would recommend more people would want to know something if they're honest with themselves. Something. That's why you should talk to each other more. You never know who's gonna know what you don't know, right? So let's say I ordered a pizza. I saw the tracker. It said, your shit is almost outside. So I break. I step. I'm out front. Man's walking up the street. Right? Ask for $1. 2025. I can't remember last time I had some cash in my pocket. Right? How many people's like that today? So I remember I said, I don't have no cash. So he goes, does his dance, and then he turns and he proceeds. But while he's asking me about the $1, right? He's facing me and Domino's is pulling up behind him, like right behind him, across the street, with the little Domino's rock sign on the top of the car. that alerted the tracker. I don't know how the system worked, but he was where the tracker was. So over his shoulder, Domino's is pulling up. He's asking for $1. I said, I don't have cash. But are you hungry? Because I'm like, I don't have cash, but I got a slice or two of pizza you can have, you know what I mean? In my mind is what I'm saying. So I said, no, I don't have cash. Are you hungry? He proceeded to tell me, this was his words. I just wanted $1 so I could get a soda or something. Though I ain't gonna beg you to take my slices of pizza, right? So all I can say to that, I don't got no soda. You know, I'm working on my health. I've been all week, eating light. I got this thing now where I go, I get just avocado cut up, a tomato cut up, and onions cut up. And they be in their little separated little places. Avocado just like sliced, put here. Tomato slice, put there. And onion slice, put here. And I'll be eating stuff. So I'm working on my shit. But yesterday I was pizza. That day was pizza day. So yeah. So the thing, it dawned on me. Especially think about when you're a powerful coach, like when you got the shit that the whole world needs, and you telling them this is what you need, but they don't get it, right? Have we learned to just move on from that yet? If you've already learned to move on to that, put your graduation caps in the chat. Right? So think about it like this. When I was a Boy Scout, and we'll close out shortly, I remember going to summer camp the first time and getting trained in life-saving merit badge, where they teach you aquatics, swimming, all that stuff. Well, I already know how to swim. But the cool part was what they did teach you was things like how to jump in the water. It could be 10 feet and you don't even go under the water. And it'd be reasons like if you have a drowning party and you go under the water the same time they go under the water, you waste priceless seconds trying to figure out where the drowning victim has gone beneath. And meanwhile, that's add times to the drowning and the panic. So by you not going underwater, even if they go underwater, you can still see the last known spot that they were surfacing. Now think about that as a person in their feelings or their mental health or their career or owning their business or their relationship with whatever. You can see that drowning victim. Okay, so Boy Scout said, swim out to them. Right? You're doing your crawl. So swim out to them. But stop at a distance where they can't reach you. Like physically reach you. And begin to give instructions. Because if they don't follow your instructions at 11 years old, we're mentally programmed to watch them drown right in front of us. So we're already like prepared for this. We were prepared for trauma of death right in front of our face at 11 years old. Probably earlier in some cases, depending on, knowing where some of us are from. So swim out, stop before they can actually reach you, and begin to give instructions. If they don't follow your instructions, let them drown. The reason is because in the panic, they can drown you as well. They can be panicking, climb up on you, push you down, push you under the water. You fighting, y'all can clash, hit heads, skulls. Now you're both unconscious, both get drowned. There's a lot of reasons and ways it happens where in the panic, if the drowning victim doesn't calm themselves, they'll drown both of you. So sub 12 years old, swim out, stop, give instructions. If they don't follow your instructions, watch them drown with popcorn like your favorite horror movie or suspense thriller. And enjoy the exercise. So let's recap the story. I ordered pizza. The tracker says pizza's here. It's arriving, rather. You left, right, left, right, left. Hit the block. Because you like to be a hit of the sit. And block activity produces you a man that asks you for $1 in your experience on your journey. And you say, I'm so codependent on technology at the time, I don't have no cash. But are you hungry? He might not have been hungry, but let's say he was, or he would be. Something along those lines, because you asked him for $1 to strangers as you walk up the street. So you say, no, I don't have cash, but are you hungry? The man says, I just wanted $1 so I can get a soda. So as the Domino's delivery driver pulls up right behind him, I say, well, I don't have no soda. And he turns and he continues to walk up the street as Domino's is walking across the street to hand me the pizza. See, the message to me in that story to share with you was the only thing that separates people is their thought process. And he didn't have the proper thought process in that moment from my perspective. That's, because if you need $1, I'm not gonna say your purchase should have been food, but you probably gonna need some food soon. And I tried to feed him, but he was too busy asking for a soda. And all my holistic health people, go ahead, or nutrition people, go ahead and get in the comments and tell us how bad soda is for us, right? So we can get the real dynamics of this. I'm not saying pizza is vegetables. I eat vegetables all day that day, and fruit. Like, that was it. I think it fucks up my shit my mental, because eating the good stuff either pulls out the bad, right? Think about all the cells in your body. It pulls out the bad, or it doesn't fill the space with the negative. So as I'm going through the process of better nutrition, you feel like something's missing, right? So I have moments like that. I don't call them cheat days. I have moments where I just feel like some shit's missing, and it was that fucking pizza that I wasn't supposed to be eating, because my cells are reduced, by 45% over the last week. So let me put 5% pizza back into it, so I don't go crazy in the process of translation. So the only thing that was separated us both from receiving a meal when we both might have been hungry was one of us had the tracker and the other one didn't. So one of us had the thought process that our meal has arrived. The other one was focused on the soda. And because there was no soda, that man did not eat. Because his mind wasn't open enough to know the infinity beyond soda. I come to you with the tracker. Hop on my website, book a consultation for a limited time. It's $4.97 for 40 minutes with a report. I'm Pasha Pavo. Always the perfect day. Let's create the